Yo, what's good? I'm Marcus, and in this video, we are going to talk about Tiffany Henyard's first words as being reported by the media after her landslide defeat in the Dolton primary. So, we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to take a look at a Facebook post that gives us a clear indicator that Tiffany Henyard did not have a lot of accomplishments to tout because she tried to put out a hit piece and it turned into a piece. We're going to talk about that. Let's dive into this video. Let's get it.
In the meantime, very different scene of what was supposed to be Tiffany Henyard's watch party.
WGN's Ben Bradley has her message following the defeat.
Tiffany Henyard was a no-show for her election night party after it became clear that she would lose in a landslide. I did speak with her by phone. She said she accepts the election results. She said, "The people have spoken, and God must have a different plan for me." It was a far cry from the tone that she struck earlier in the day when she insisted that she would win in spectacular fashion.
Hey, y'all.
Well,
Hey, Tiffany. How y'all doing?
Tiffany Henyard defiant on this decision day in Dolton. Is there anything in hindsight that you would have done differently over these last 4 years?
yeah, I would have told on the trustees sooner.
The trustees she refers to are her former allies. 4 years ago, they ran as a slate with Henyard promising transparency and accountability. Instead,
Mayor, we've left you voicemail messages. We had to go to the Illinois Attorney General's office to get you to turn over documents.
residents got a self-proclaimed super mayor who spent tax dollars on travel, self-promotion, and a questionable cancer charity. All of it exposed by WGN Investigates, and now the subject of an ongoing FBI investigation. But why should residents pay for you to stay at the Four Seasons
So
and a
we're talking
$10,000
about
bill in
We're
New
talking
York?
about
First class
the
travel.
election today. So you guys want some good
Those
footage?
issues are
Some
on
good
the
things from me?
ballot.
We've
Don't
been
you
talking
think?
about the same thing for 4 years. I've answered every question possible.
You've never answered
So if you guys want to talk about me winning this seat this evening, let's go. I'll sit down with any of you. I want some positive press for a change.
Local Democrats refused to slate Henyard for her other job, Thornton Township Supervisor, but she told me that she plans to run as a write-in candidate. That election is April 1st. She also said she's not ruling out a run for higher office, but wouldn't speculate about what that could be. She could, though, have bigger problems if the ongoing FBI investigation leads to charges. In Dolton, Ben Bradley, WGN News.
Okay, let's talk about this. First of all, eh, what the media is reporting as her acceptance of defeat, I'm actually shocked that she was willing to say that. Like, maybe it's because it's new, it's shocking, she's embarrassed, but I'm actually shocked that she had the wherewithal to just say, "Hey, the people have spoken. Maybe God has something different for me in mind." Let's see if she keeps that same professional, sane energy. I'm just waiting for the first social media post. I'm expecting it to be a lot of she gonna be pointing like Jodeci back at a Jodeci concert. That was an old ass joke, but I don't know. So I'm shocked that her first response was one of tact. I'm just shocked. That's point number one. Point number two, I thought that comment that she said was hilarious. Had I known what I know now, I would have told on the trustees sooner. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna look at a quick video of her telling on the trustees and see how ridiculous it is. And the other thing is, she said she was going to run for a bigger office. I don't know what that is. What's bigger than mayor or township supervisor? I don't know. Is she coming to a state congressional district near you? That would be crazy work. But let's dive into this Facebook post. She said she would have told on the trustees sooner. Let's see her receipts where she was telling on the trustees. We're going to point out one, how this is a sad ass excuse for a receipt, but two, we're going to point out how after 4 years, there were really no accomplishments to tout when on election day, the best thing that you could talk about is what she's talking about in this video. Let's get it.
Let's check the facts. So when you sit here and try to give the legislative branch power, this is what they do. They nickel and dime and try to muscle the mayor into doing things for their friends and their cronies. I would never do that.
Dalton actually has millions of dollars in an MFT fund. That's surplus, guys. So what you're looking at is an email from our accounting firm. As of January 31st of 2025 this year, we have over $2.4 million in a bank account. Those funds have always been utilized to fix your streets, your alleys.
All right, let's back up real quick. Let's take a look at this email. Now, this is an email. This is an email that Tiffany Henyard purports to be a receipt. One, we can't verify the validity of this email, the source, the to, the from. That's point number one. Point number two, this is inconsistent with everything that we've seen in the media reporting, everything that we've seen in Lori Lightfoot's audit because it wasn't an investigation. This is inconsistent with the accounting firm of John Kasparek Corporation because some months ago, we did a video where they said that there was not enough information. They couldn't verify the numbers, so they weren't willing to sign off on the Village of Dolton's audit papers. So this is not a receipt. This is just something, from my understanding, what I can see in this video, this look like it's just something that it says what you says it says, but it says what you say. It says what you says it says, but it is not indicative. It's not anything that we can use to corroborate your assertion. I don't know. It's giving cap to me, but definitely not a receipt. Now, let's talk about the one thing she pointed out in this video that she has done. This is on election day, 4 years in office. This is what she touted as her accomplishment.
Bank account. Those funds have always been utilized to fix your streets, your alleys, and your sidewalks. As you can see, over my 3 years of being your mayor, I have done tons of repairs to our sidewalks. I've also included alleys, which has never ever been done in the history of Dolton. And I've also resurfaced the streets. Yet, they telling you these lies about we don't have money, we're broke.
When on election day, you put out a hit piece that purportedly shows receipts, fails to do so, and the accomplishments that you tout are repaving the roads, highways, and sidewalks, that means you didn't do shit in 3 years. I'm just going to be honest. Like, if we just go through this video, it's just a $2.4 million surplus, which she's asserting. They're redoing sidewalks. They're fixing potholes in the street. This literally is the entire video. Okay, tree cutting service, pavement, landscaping, go vote for her all-female ticket. I'm just going to be honest. That's actually kind of crazy work. Like, 3 years in office, the day of the election, you put out a trash hit piece that doesn't show any receipts, and you tout the infrastructure is your biggest accomplishment. Not education, not lowering crime, not balancing the budget or creating a substantial surplus, which you assert, but you can't corroborate with real evidence that we can see. Not the education system and improving test scores, not developing economic opportunities, not creating more jobs, not lowering unemployment. All of those things are things that a real mayor, a politician is judged on. If I got up as the mayor of your city and said, yo, remember you was riding on them smooth ass roads that I got paid for you. Remember that when you go to the ballots, you should lose exactly how she lost. I thought that was interesting. It was a terrible hit piece. And there was another video she put out the day of the election. I'm not even going to show it, but the day of the election, you should not be at a school where they aren't having elections to say that, hey, they're not telling people where to go vote. It's election day. It's going to be interesting to see what happened on April Fool's Day. On April Fool's Day, I think I know who the joke is going to be on. It's going to be on Tiffany Henyard because as a write-in, she's going to lose probably worse than this. You all let me know in the comments, what do you think of her first reported statements according to this media article? And what do you think about her most touted accomplishment that she put out the day of the election. She made sure the roads, the highways, and the sidewalks were paved and the trees were trimmed appropriately. I don't know. It's giving weak sauce. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And I'm going to be interested to see what her first social media post is going to be after this. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we might not see her until April 1st election. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe not. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all have a good day. Take care. Peace.